Long ago, the town of Barrow-in-Furness had a railway which permitted steam engines along with diesel engines. And one of the sheds on the railway used to belong to 3 steam engines. Their names were Duck, Mallard, and Oliver. Duck and Oliver were 2 great Western engines. Mallard was one of the tender engine shunters on the railway. Unlike most tender engines on Sodor, Mallard doesn't mind goods work. One day, the controller of the Barrow-in-Furness came to see the 3 engines. After he had finished assigning the engines their jobs, he added, "Be careful on the old route. We're afraid of a dam overflow, so please take it easy." After the controller left, Mallard scoffed. "Ha! Who cares? I've tackled that line many times before when the dam was in danger, and nothing has ever happened." "There's always a first time," replied Duck. "Don't you remember when Flying Scotsman tried to cross the dam?" added Oliver. "He was a bit careless, too." "Well, I remember. He wouldn't stop complaining about it for weeks." "That Scotty's just a careless engine in general," growled Mallard. "I am one of the main goods engines on this railway. I am used to this sort of thing." "With that attitude, Mallard, you're definitely going to run into some trouble." "Pah!" Mallard scoffed. "You're all just jealous. You're just a careless engine," fumed Duck. "Never mind," Oliver comforted. "Just let him learn by himself." "The only thing I'm going to learn is that there's no use listening to waddling tank engines and their friends." Duck felt insulted. That evening, Mallard was steaming down the line, pulling a long train. At the first station, his only coach had been dropped off. Mallard then continued down the line with his freight cars. The line near the dam sloped downward a little bit, and at the edge of the ravine, the water was rising fast. Engines are supposed to slow down so as not to derail the curve, but Mallard was becoming careless. Then it happened. Mallard was now stuck in the mud. His freight car surprisingly uncoupled from him and crashed into a big bank of earth. Oliver was taking a train of stone when he heard the crash. "What's wrong?" asked his driver. "I heard a crash," said Oliver. "Please, can we go inspect it later?" "All right," said the driver, "but first we gotta deliver this stone." "Now I'm seeing the crash too. Like I said before, we'll get back to the scene after we deliver the stone."